Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So, Nicki Minaj gets called out again, but Trina decides to talk about Nicki Minaj and defend her against, basically her old team and the BAP situation, okay? Nicki Minaj and Trina put out a collaboration called BAPs, and unfortunately, Bobby botched lights, and I believe it was Trina's manager were talking trash about Nicki Minaj publicly, if you guys remember. But here is what she had to say in regards to that drama that happened. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago.
I worked
Miracle.
like seriously my butt off for this album. All the features on the album, from Miss Kelly Price to Nicki Minaj to 2 Chainz to Lil Wayne to everybody that was on the album. We got this far, and you guys came to me and said, this is the record we put out as a single. So once you said that, it gassed me up.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to do my calls and reach out and make sure my part is done. So you don't have to do all the extra work. I'm just going to hit her up myself, but I'm going to send you what she's saying so we can get the proper people to handle it.
Yeah.
And I feel like they didn't do it. They dropped the ball, and I just felt the way. Somebody that was working with me on my team had, I don't know if they went live or was it Vigo? What was happening at the time? Was it live?
It was, this person said, I believe he called Nicki Minaj a manipulator, manipulative, and I'm with you. I don't know if it was a live or a tweet.
I don't know, but when I saw it, I was like, what the hell are you doing?
So I believe that was Bobby Botch Lights or Trina's manager that was calling Nicki Minaj out, saying that Nicki Minaj did not help with the BAPs single, did not push the song. That's what Trina's team was saying, okay? And that's why, the manager and Bobby Botch Lights went off on Nicki. Ash Miracle.
And his response was like, I'm just feeling mad because we did all this work and we got this song and she's not helping out and she's not, and I was like, you're wrong. It don't work like that. You're on this side, but you're not on the business side. This person that works for me has no place to do what he did or speak on my behalf. I don't need nobody to speak for me. Everything that I needed done from the song, as far as radio to move forward, came directly from Nicki.
So Trina is saying that Nicki Minaj helped with pushing BAPs on the radio, even though I never heard it on the radio. But Trina did say that, Bobby Lights and her manager at that time was wrong about saying Nicki was a master manipulator and she wasn't help pushing the record. She actually, behind the scenes, was helping pushing the song.
Miracle. They don't know that. Y'all thinking, the team is thinking it's the label with the games. I gave all the information, so everybody just shut up. That wasn't in our relationship. We were still talking. We were still talking.
Y'all were still communicating.
June came, the album went away. It was going down. My mom passed. Nicki was one of the first people to reach out to me. Genuinely, I wasn't even thinking about that no more. None of that.
Yeah.
So Trina basically clarifies, what happened with the BAP situation, and it wasn't Nicki's fault. You hear it from her own mouth. People were blaming Nicki, and Nicki was doing her part behind the scenes and still reached out to Trina even after Bobby Botch Lights and her ugly fugly manager was talking trash about Nicki. Nicki still did not turn on Trina. But you can definitely tell it ain't how it used to be, though. I think Nicki probably keeping her distance. I don't think they as close as they used to be. But, Nicki has a pure heart. Now, speaking of Nicki Minaj, Meg the Passion Round, Gorilla Glue, Scratch Off, and Flo Milli were backstage at the Hot Girl Alcoholic Tour. And with that being said, a lot of fans said they prefer this alliance, which is technically the Botch and Bitter alliance, over the Nicki alliance, okay? Fans are saying that the Nicki alliance is not as fun as the Megan Thee Stallion and Botch and Bitter alliance. Fans feel like to be in the Nicki Minaj alliance, you have to kiss her butt. That's what they're saying on social media. What I did notice is that Flo got hacked, what was it, a few days ago, last Friday? And, she had these tweets about Nicki Minaj. And now a few days later, she links up with Megan Thee Stallion. And mind you, she also has that Botch and Bitter collaboration on the Never Lose Me remix, which proves my point that she really wasn't hacked. That, those tweets, she probably actually tweeted those nasty things about Nicki Minaj. Okay? Because I find that very interesting how you linked up with Megan Thee Stallion a few days after you got hacked and was talking junk about Nicki Minaj. Very interesting. I feel like the alcoholics, Scratch Off and Gorilla Glue are subliminally sending a message to Nicki Minaj. Now, moving on to Bird Brain Azealia Stinks. She asks Doja Cat to tell her to check her DM. She said, let's put this beef to rest. No clue why we fought over a cupcake when we're both B.C fans were. I don't know what that means, okay? I don't know what BC fans are. But the point of the matter is, Azealia Stinks probably needs a collaboration, and I say, F no, okay? Doja Cat doesn't need to save your career. Doja Cat is a Grammy award-winning rapper, pop star, whatever you want to call her. She's a Grammy award-winning artist, very talented, doesn't need you, okay? Because at the end of the day, you switch up on everybody and you clout chasing. So I'm going to pass on that. We know you need a collaboration, and Doja Cat probably kindly declines. I don't think Doja Cat would ever work with Azealia after the stuff that she said about her. Now, moving on from that, Surgeon May Curves, who has a relationship with Botch and Bitter, made another statement in regards to Bia under Ken Barbie's post on Instagram. Surgeon May Curves quoted Botch and Bitter's lyrics and said, "Don't nobody want to be Bia. If y'all only knew what I knew, it would hit harder." And Section 8 gang has been finding old pictures of Bia, insinuating that Bia has been getting work done to her face, just like Botch and Bitter, and actually is trying to look like Botch and Bitter. That's what they're saying on social media. I don't feel like Botch and Bitter and Bia look alike. I feel like Botch and Bitter could be maybe Bia's older sister. She looks older than Bia, in my opinion. No shade of Botch and Bitter, but she do be aging like milk. I don't feel like Bia would go get surgery to look like Bia. Okay? But, Ken Barbie and Surgeon May Curves, who are Botch and Bitter's lapdogs, are threatening to put out receipts about, Bia's surgery. Now, in Sue Me, Bia says, "Put that ish on God that you ain't change your face to mine. I'll get on your ass so I don't have to waste no time." So Bia's insinuating that Botch and Bitter be copying her face, but that's not what Botch and Bitter and her lapdogs think. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Do you feel like Bia has changed her face? And let me know in the comments who you think look better. I think Bia looks younger than Botch and Bitter, even though they're both in their 30s. I think they're like maybe a year apart. To me, Bia looks like she's still in her 20s. Botch and Bitter looks like she heading towards her 50s, in my opinion. Face-wise, she looks very old in the face, okay? Also, her body ain't tea. No shade. I think she got too much plastic in her booty. So, there's that. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan is being accused of copying Nicki Minaj because she brings out the Real Housewives of Atlanta to one of her Atlanta shows. And Nicki Minaj did the same thing for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, they was backstage hanging out with Nicki Minaj and she was on her North America tour. And then she also was the host for the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion a few years ago. So a lot of fans feel like Megan is copying Nicki Minaj. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm sure she's inspired by Nicki Minaj. I think she's trying to do exactly what Nicki Minaj has did for her tour. Bring people out like she did with Scratch Off and Botch and Bitter. Have the Real Housewives go to the tour because she wants to have the most talked about tour and wants it to be compared to Pink Friday too. I think that is the ultimate plan. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now here comes Rihanna trying to stop Queen B's bag. Oh my goodness, Queen B can't have anything. She makes an announcement that she will be putting out Fenty hair. Okay, let me know how y'all feel about that. Now here's my thing. I don't understand why Rihanna is doing hair care products when you know you a bald head scallywag. No shade to Rihanna, but I don't believe Rihanna got a lot of hair. Okay, I think ASAP the colorist got more hair than Rihanna. She might have y'all fooled, but I can see right underneath her. Okay, she's not fooling me. And I said the same thing about Queen B. I said Queen B needs to show her hair. I never thought Queen B was bald, for the record. I never said she was bald. But I said Queen B needs to show her hair for people to buy her hair care products. And Rihanna needs to do the same. Queen B did that after I posted my video. She listened. Rihanna needs to do the same. Forehead needs to take off that Nene Leakes wig, okay, and show us your scalp like Queen B did if you're going to sell hair care products. I do not care about that Nene Leakes wig that you got on with a trench coat looking a mess, okay? I mean, that was the worst look I've ever seen. I mean, she really got on a Nene Leakes wig trying to sell hair care products. She got on a Nene Leakes wig talking about, oh, I'm dropping hair care products. No, show us your scalp. I mean, who does that? Queen B had to show us her scalp and she got luscious hair. How long is your hair, Riri? Because the last time I checked, you know, what I saw at last year's Met, it was a little bit skimpy, okay? It looks like ASAP the colorist got, you know, thicker hair than you. And I feel like you're doing this for a money grab. This is very greedy of you. You're just trying to step on Queen B's toes. And then the Rihanna fans talking about, oh, she trademarked Fenty hair in 2021. Yet her hair still didn't grow. She trademarked it, did products, and last year her hair was skimpy. I don't know. How do you trademark products years and years ago, okay? Been working on this product for years and your hair's still not growing. Like, who does that? At least Queen B got hair. Okay, no shade. You can say what you want, but Queen B's hair is full. Rihanna's very thin, no edges. So I don't want to hear the excuses. Y'all just want to support Rihanna because y'all don't like camel face. Let's just be real. A lot of y'all don't like camel face, and that's why y'all take it out on Queen B. Y'all say, oh, Queen B stuck up. She don't interact with the fans. And neither does No Edges or Forehead, whatever you want to call her. Because at the end of the day, she only talks to y'all when she trying to sell y'all Fenty Q-tips. She don't interact with you like that. She know better than Queen B. She only talk to y'all unless she trying to sell y'all some products. At least Queen B drops music. Rihanna don't do that at all. So y'all just don't like Queen B because of her husband. Just be real about it. Now, with that being said, Trina doubles down on calling Queen B the queen of rap. Let's take a listen.
And then you do this interview. They ask you who paved the way for rap, for female rap.
No, that's not what they said. They asked me who is
the queen of rap.
Yes, and I said the Queen B, Beyonce. They didn't say. Now if they would have said, "Who?" All right, give me your top 5 queens. Okay, I'm going to give it to the girls always.
Yeah.
But when you say, first of all, I'm fresh off the Renaissance tour. Let's be very clear.
And listen, and like all of us, you're a Beyonce stan.
No, I'm stand out. So when you ask it, it's like, cause you know, people, you can't deny or take credit from nothing that Beyonce do. I just love Beyonce. It was in the hype of the moment. I'm off stage fresh. I'm doing all these interviews. I just finished performing. They asked about that. Did you get a chance to see the Renaissance concert or go, whatever? I was like, what do you mean? Yes, I love it. And went, I'm in the moment. And then after that, well, who do you feel like is the queen of rap? Queen Beyonce, duh. Like, it's going to be Beyonce over everybody to me. I just love Beyonce. Like, she's a top tier, upper echelon. She pushes the envelope beyond envelopes. And even Missy, she was like, nah, girl, I know you won't even say me when they say that. You going to always say Beyonce. Like,
now, I understand Trina is a Queen B stan. I love Queen B too, but she's not the queen of rap, okay? No shade. I love Queen B too, but she don't even write her music, okay? She don't write her raps. Camel Face does. The Dream does. And she definitely don't write her R&B, pop, country lyrics either. So she can't be the queen of rap. But, if she want to be the queen of music, she can be that because she can do different genres and still sell, okay? There's no black country artist, female artist, that's selling like Queen Bee, okay? She can do a stadium tour. A lot of these R&B girls can't do stadium tours. The pop stars can, but not the R&B girls. So, you got to give her credit for that. Now, moving on to Ice Spice and Megan. The Chia Pets, the Muppets, whatever Ice Spice call her fans, Barb's 2.0, they are not happy with Megan hopping on Scratch Off's Mistress Service remix. A fan said, why is Megan hopping on a diss track about Ice Spice? Now, when Ice Spice clapped back, I hope the thotties don't do the sympathy-ish again. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. As we know, Scratch Off does take some shots at Ice Spice in the song Mistress Service, okay? But my whole thing is, Megan don't mess with Ice Spice like that. You can tell, okay? She linked up with Gorilla Glue quickly. You can tell who she mess with and who she don't mess with. Because she hang out with the people she mess with. She mess with, Gorilla Glue. She uses Botch and Bitter, because Botch and Bitter always promotes Megan Thee Stallion's music, but she don't be promoting Botch and Bitter's music. Maybe because Partisan Fontaine be writing it, but either way, she don't support Botch and Bitter the way Botch and Bitter be supporting her. Okay, so that's a one-sided fake friendship off the strength of Nicki Minaj hate. And then JT, she don't mess with JT because JT cool with Nicki Minaj. So she don't mess with Ice Spice. She don't mess with Ice Spice because of her association with Nicki Minaj. Okay, Ice Spice would have to publicly fall out with Nicki for Megan Thee Stallion to give her any type of attention. Okay, she would have to have a public falling out with Nicki for Megan to give her any type of attention or do any song with her. Same thing with Sexy Red. She's not going to give Sexy Red the time of day until Sexy Red publicly shows that she don't mess with Nicki Minaj. Okay, that's how it goes. They got to pick sides. So, she's part of the Botch and Bitter alliance. But if we're going bar for bar, no shade to Ice Spice, but Megan Thee Stallion can out-rap you. No shade to Ice Spice. No shade. Megan may not be on Nicki's level of rapping, but she's above Ice Spice. Let's just be completely honest. So I don't think Ice Spice should be dissing Megan Thee Stallion. She need to stick to dissing, Scratch Off, and call it a day. Now, moving on to Champagne Thickums. Boy, oh boy, is not looking good for the Botch BBL boy. He has officially taken down his Kung Fu Kenny diss track, The Heart Part 6, off Instagram. Now, it's still on YouTube. It's not on streaming platforms. No shade, it's not there because it's that trash. So he couldn't put it on streaming platforms because it's super garbage. But The Heart Attack 6 has been removed off his Instagram because he knows it was trash. See, this is how we know Kung Fu Kenny won. I've been telling y'all Kung Fu Kenny is the king of rap. I've been saying that since the very beginning, before this beef even started. Okay? Now, what Champagne Thickums needs to do, he needs to remove it off of YouTube too. Okay? It's not on streaming platforms, but just remove it altogether. The Heart Attack 6 was just trash. Okay? Just remove it altogether and go on hiatus so we can forget about that nonsense you put out. But this is just further proving that Kung Fu Kenny won. Kung Fu Kenny didn't take nothing off Instagram. He didn't take nothing off streaming platforms. He keep everything up, including the song about Champagne Thickums' alleged daughter. Okay? What's that called? Meet the Grams. Everything is still up because he won. Moving on to No Spice. It looks like she will be dropping her album in July 26th to be exact. And she put out the pre-save link. Let me know if you guys are excited for Ice Spice's new album. I'm going to pass on that. Her 2 singles, You Think You the Ish, You're Not Even a Fart, and Give Me the Light, was, trash to me. So I won't be supporting this album. But maybe if she got a Doja Cat collaboration on here, I might take a listen to that. If she got a Chart Obsessed Racist collaboration, I'll listen to that. But any solo Icespxce music, I'm going to pass on. No shade. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.